Hello, good everyone. I'm Abiodun Moses from Exodus Music. Today we shall be discussing about triad. We are going to look at the definition of triad, the types of triad, and the construction of triad. How to derive triad from the scale, the sharp series, and the flat series. Please like the video, subscribe to the page, and drop your comment. I'm going to attend to all questions. Now let's move to the definition of triad. So what is triad? Now the word try and hard, that is the try means tree. Try simply means tree. So talking about triad is actually a type of chord. Triad is a type of chord which consists of the first, the third, and the fifth degree of the scale. Triad is a type of chord which consists of the first, the third, and the fifth degree of a scale. Now, for example, the scale of C, the scale of C is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. The scale of C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. So this scale, the triad is the first note, the third note, and the fifth note. Now playing it together in form of chord. So triad is actually a type of chord, but it consists of only the first note, which is the root note, the third, and the fifth. So the first, the third, and the fifth. So the types of triad we have are: number one, we have the major triad; number two, we have the minor triad; three, we have the augmented triad; then we have the diminished triad. So we have four major types of triad, which are the major triad, minor triad, augmented triad, and diminished triad. Now let me explain the four types of triad. Number one, we have the major triad. Now the major triad is a type of triad which consists of the first, the major third, and the perfect fifth. Remember on our last lesson we discussed interval. Now the interval between the first and the major third. Now how many semitones do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is 4 semitones. 4 semitones makes a major third. 4 semitones makes it major third. And however, a major third is when the third is part of the scale. So the major triad is actually the normal triad derived from the scale. The normal triad derived from the scale is the major. For example, the scale of C is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So what is the first degree? What is the first note of key C, which is the root note, is C. Then the third is the second, D is second, so E is the third, so F is the fourth, while G is the fifth. So the major triad of key C, is C, E, and G. So which are the first, major third, and the perfect fifth. First, major third, and the perfect fifth. So the major triad consists of the first, the major third, and the perfect fifth. Alright, so the minor triad. Now this consists of also the first, but the minor third, and the perfect fifth. Now what do you mean by minor third? Minor third simply means flat third. That is, the third will be affected by a flat. The third will be affected by a flat. That is minus half. So you go half step backward. You have to go half step backward. So from E to E flat. So that makes it minor third. And remember, major third is E, while minor third is E flat from C. So that is, how many semitones are there from C to E? We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is major third. Now to make it minor third, we have 3 semitones, 1, 2, and 3. So minor simply means taking an half step backward. So the third, taking it half step backward, going to the black key. I hope you get that. So a minor triad consists of the first, the minor third, and the perfect fifth. The minor triad consists of the first, the minor third, and the perfect fifth. Alright, so I said the major triad consists of the first, the major third, and the perfect fifth. That is C, E, and G on the key of C. While a minor triad consists of the first, that is C, then the minor third, that is flat third, which is E flat, and the perfect fifth, which is G. I hope you understand that. So major and minor, major and minor. I hope you understand that. Please like the page, subscribe to the page, and drop your question. I'm going to attend to all questions as we proceed. Alright, so the third type of triad we have is the augmented triad. Okay, so augmented triad is a type of triad which consists of the first, we are making use of case C as a case study now. So the augmented triad consists of the first, the major third, the first, the major third, and the augmented fifth. The first, the major third, and the augmented fifth. So what do you mean by augmented fifth? Augmented fifth is when perfect is sharpened. So it's when perfect is raised by a semitone. So this perfect fifth, which is G. Then augmented is when the perfect is raised by a semitone. It's sharpened by a semitone. So perfect, this perfect fifth, and when it is sharpened, it becomes augmented fifth. So we also an augmented triad consists of the first, the major third, and the augmented fifth. That is sharp 5. The first, the major third, and the augmented fifth. The major triad consists of the first, the major third, and the perfect fifth. The minor triad consists of the first, the minor third, and the perfect fifth. The augmented triad consists of the first, the major third, and the augmented fifth. That is sharp 5. Now the diminished triad. The diminished triad consists of the first, the minor third, that is flat third, and the diminished fifth. Now, our perfect is G. So, augmented is when a perfect is sharpened, while diminished is when a perfect is flattened. So, our diminished triad consists of the first, the minor third, and the diminished fifth. That is flat 5. Now, so diminished is when the perfect is affected by a flat. The perfect is affected by a flat, goes a semitone backward. I hope you understand that.